Definitely, I would join. Don't even, it's not even a question because I looked at you guys 1 year. I would have been way richer if I'd have did it the first time I looked at you guys.
Not
So,
not the first time we've heard that, by the way.
so definitely, don't take any thought. If you can afford it, do it. It's definitely worth it. And get into the training. Do that 7 day launch right away. It's going to get you fired up. And if you ever can attend any of the conventions, don't think twice, do that as well. It's just going to give you more momentum to go back and just get things rolling.
Welcome to the Service Bureau Accelerator podcast, where we help tax professionals start and scale a successful service bureau.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Service Bureau Accelerator interview series. I'm here with Shanta and Ross. Ross, if you want to go ahead and kick it off.
For sure. All right. Well, Shanta, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Awesome. So, Shanta, to kick things off, maybe if you want to start with just kind of introducing yourself, maybe share your experience in the tax industry,
Okay.
and how you ended up finding Service Bureau Accelerator and why you decided to join.
Okay. Well, I've been in the tax industry now for 16 years. And you said, why did I join or my
Yeah.
experience?
What's kind of your experience
Okay.
in the industry and how'd you end up
Okay.
kind of finding out about a service bureau? What made you want to
Okay.
join?
Well, my experience in the industry has been doing well. We've grown every year from year after year. What I found SBA because you guys popped up on my Facebook feed.
As we do.
Um,
Yeah.
yes, and I was intrigued with the opportunity to be able to save on my back end and have more control of my office.
Got it. So that was kind of like the big thing for you was like getting the fees in line with your current office. Got it.
Yes,
Got it.
currently at first, yes.
Yeah.
That's not that's one of the main reasons people are like, oh, okay, cool. I don't have to do anything extra and make more money on my own, on my own
Exactly.
stuff. But you kind of took it to a different level. But we'll talk about that later.
Yes, that was the initial interest.
Yeah. Was there interest there as well? Like did you kind of start to see as well the picture of like being a service bureau as well, where it's like, okay, not only can I kind of eliminate these fees on my office, but
Yes.
maybe I can also then do the same for other people and help them kind of put more money in their pocket or help them with software as well.
Yes, as you guys started training me and we got more and more into your to the training platform and all the different meetings we were having, then we started realizing, wow, there's more to this, more than just saving, fees for my office, but also I learned how to host a tax academy where I was able to teach other EROs, tax preparers, and also help them save money as well. We were able to provide to them more than just software. We were able to provide training and support, things that I wasn't getting on when I was, with another service bureau myself.
Yeah, and I think actually one thing a little bit out of the ordinary for most people is Shanta and her husband, they joined, and I think like a week or two later there was the convention and they just like, I want to go. So they
Yes.
ended up like fresh, like not even probably halfway, not even anywhere near the done with the training. Like they're just kind of
No.
finished onboarding. So they were
Yes.
immediately thrown into the convention and just surrounded by all the other service bureaus that were there, right? So I think
Of
that was a
that
bit of
fire.
it was a little bit unique for sure. Most
Yes.
people who join, they don't attend the convention right away. It's usually sold out by the time they join, and then I think we had the delay with the hurricane by the time you joined.
Yes.
It just worked out.
Yes. Yep. That's how we got in because you guys were sold out. We actually joined after that convention, and then you guys had another opening. Then I guess someone decided they couldn't come, but we got in.
Yeah, yeah. No, the hurricane delayed everything, so then more openings up top happened for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're doing kind of like a academy model, right? Like
Mhm.
is that was that kind of like your primary focus last year as like when you're like, okay, let's roll this game plan, let's do an academy. How did that kind of end up? Like how did it turn out? Were you able to kind of follow our program, create your offer, do some marketing, and what were the kind of results from that? If you want to share a little bit on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we did the academy that you guys had just follow along and created, our own based off the step-by-step videos that was provided. And it did start off that way. We got like want to say 3 or 4 people that did join that way. But after that, we just kept training, looking at the videos and learning the different marketing strategies. And we were able to scale and hire EROs that did not need training. They just not hire, but sell our software. TEROs that was, pretty good and experienced themselves. They just wanted some affordable software fees. And then we also brought on something I didn't know I can do until I joined you guys, which PTIN holders that began to work under us and help us, scale our personal tax brand as well.
Yeah. Awesome. So you kind of you did multiple angles
Yeah.
going between that. Awesome. So what's your like moving into this year? I'm curious just on this topic. Usually I ask this question a little bit later, but what's your focus this year? Have you kind of, because you're in a unique scenario where you kind of saw, which is mostly like the three main models, right? It's like, okay, academy, like show people how to become preparers, how to get an EFIN, right? How to start the business, kind of like business opportunity. You then had EROs, where it's like, just as we say, sell the damn software. Like, all right, let's hook them up with software. They're on their way. Don't have to train them up. And then you also worked with preparers, where it's like, okay, let's show you how to do taxes, be a preparer, and then maybe down the road show them how to get an EFIN. What are you kind of looking at this year? Seeing those three different paths, have you guys decided like, hey, let's hone in on one thing and just double down on that?
Absolutely, EROs. I found that they're the easiest to work with. They don't need much hand holding. And I have a couple PTIN holders that were phenomenal, that I'm gonna help get their EFIN and push them off to be EROs. But yeah, that's gonna be my goal: software, and working with EROs.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah, perfect. That's where we would start out if we had to start all over again, for sure. So, oh, you already know how to do taxes? Here's the software. Good luck.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Curious on that too. So like working with EROs, what did you guys, because you mentioned like able to offer more than just software, right? And that's literally that sentence, offer more than just software. I don't know how many times we say that in our training, we say it in the coaching calls, in our webinar, we talk about that. What did you guys end up putting together? You don't have to spill, you don't have to give the all the tea, but like what did you guys end up kind of putting together just on like, top line, like the package as far as for like a software package for EROs? What did that look like?
Well, we just followed what you guys had outlined in the training. So we basically taught them how to market, because what I learned when I first got into this industry, tax industry, with no clients at all, you have to first know how to market yourself. So definitely start off with teaching them marketing. Like right now, we're marketing all summer long, preparing for the upcoming tax season. Then we dive deeper into like how to file Schedule Cs properly, because a lot of people don't know that, how to file Schedule Es, and I take them deeper into how to actually get their clients more money, which make them more, clients more happier, and then refer more clients to them, and they all like that. So, because a lot of them, believe it or not, don't really know how to prepare taxes.
I believe it.
Well, we believe it. Yeah.
Cool. So you've got so you kind of have like an ERO, for lack of a better word, I'm just going to use it, an ERO like accelerator program, right? Where it's like, cool, you're an ERO already. Let me get you better software with a better deal, and let me also show you how to grow the business too, right?
Yes, I can't count how many times I
Love
was
it.
on the phone helping someone from A to Z do a tax return.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's awesome. And that like, that's a huge thing. We obviously, you've seen from a lot of our training, right? Where we're talking about like, what are the struggles of your average ERO, right? Like what are the problems that every ERO has that they're looking to solve? And if you can package that with your software, the solution to their problems, and also a better software deal where you're putting more money in their pocket, it's like, it's just a win-win, right? It's like, it makes your life so much easier as a service bureau to get that sale when you're checking all the boxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So what's the game plan then for this year going after EROs? What are you guys looking at doing for marketing? Did you guys play around? Like, did you launch any ads last year? Was it mostly like organic?
No, we ran ads. So I'm gonna do that again. It worked very well. I'm just gonna increase my daily budget. But yeah, we got a ton. I got over like almost 2,000 leads,
Jesus.
and I didn't start the ad until October. Yeah.
Damn. What was your budget? What were you guys spending?
I think I was only spending like $15-20 a day. Not even a
Jesus.
lot.
Holy
Yes,
damn. Turn those
a
ads back
ton.
on right now.
Yes,
Just go,
yes.
click go.
And we're gonna retarget the ones that did not join. Like the last meeting you guys held was saying to go back to the people that we did
Yeah.
have
Yep.
meetings with and didn't join, or people, so because I had a lot of people did I had a couple people purchase software and didn't even process anything.
Yep.
Yep,
That'll
So
happen.
I'm gonna
that
reach back
happens.
out to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That's a lot. That's a lot. Some of the other things we're going to talk about too, like in Elite, is a lot of those other systems. We usually talk about it last year. I think, as we get towards the fall, as we get into like October, November, we'll always kind of shift our coaching calls around that, because it's like, hey, here's where you need to maximize your revenue as a service bureau, is
Hmm.
make sure bank enrollments are done, your EROs have done some practice returns, they're in the software, they're attending those live training calls, right? They're ready to transmit come January. Because too many people leave it last minute and they're like, oh shit, I didn't learn this new software. I'm just going to go renew my license with so-and-so and keep paying those
Yes.
ridiculous fees, right? So
Yes.
those are huge things that as you guys are growing and scaling, you're going to start to like really want to dial into that and look at those numbers and be like, who's not using the software? Let's re-engage them. Let's reactivate them and make
Okay.
sure we have a system so that everyone, when they sign up, we move them through. And especially in the fall, we get them ready to rock and roll for the season. So
Yeah, I could have done a lot better if I would have done that. We just got unexpectedly busy. I didn't
yeah,
expect it to get
2,000 leads is good.
I didn't expect that. So like when we got into the heart of tax season, I didn't realize these people were not preparing taxes. I could have, reached out to them. I know I could have gotten them. It's just we had one assistant and my husband and myself, and we just got bombarded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a great problem. That's a great challenge, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So question for you. I'd love to hear, like, if you're open to it, I'd love to hear kind of like some like just kind of top line like revenue numbers, if you're open to sharing kind of like what you
Mhm.
guys were doing last year in
Okay.
your business, and then now joining the service bureau and starting and like selling some software, recruiting prepares. What did that end up doing for your entire tax empire between
Man,
office and service bureau?
doubled. It doubled.
Doubled.
I would say we just being the way we were doing it before, just my husband and I were just doing taxes for like what 15 years. We were at six figures, like 120,000 during the tax season.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, I know we hit 300,000 this year.
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
you got a nice little payout not too long ago.
Yes, yes, that shook us. I was like, what? My bonus has never been more than 12,000 in the past with the companies that we were under. So yeah,
Yeah.
we saved on fees. We got a bigger bonus. It just worked very. It's a better way to go. If you're going to be in the tax industry, being a service bureau, and you know getting EROs and helping them scale, and that just helps you scale. It's just a
Yeah.
better way to go.
Yeah, for sure. And especially with you guys, with your experience, right? And there's so many EROs that are in that very similar position that you are
Hmm.
in, where it's like you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you have the ability to provide like a tremendous amount of value to other EROs. Like you said, a lot of EROs don't know how to do
Yes.
pretty standard tax returns. It's like, yeah, we know. But you have but that just presents like the opportunity that you have, right? You
Yes.
can put together a
Yes.
program or a package and with training and everything to really help people level up. It's like, yeah,
Yes.
it's a win-win. Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
And we're
So
excited about next year.
yeah. What actually, well, that's one of our questions about being excited. What are you excited for this year? Is it just kind of like doubling down and focusing on the ERO strategy?
Yes, yes. I'm happy we did it the way we did it. That way we're able to see what we like best. And now we could just double down on that. And that's what we're gonna do
Nice. Awesome. When you guys planning to roll out to launch those ads, or not launch, just turn the ads back on that were already killing it?
tomorrow.
There you go. Perfect.
Yes,
That's
I've
the right
already been
answer.
I already started in Text Nitro emailing the leads we had before. I just got a lot of appointments with them already
Yeah.
Nice.
booked for this week. So I'm gonna turn the ads back on so they can come in thereafter.
Yeah, that's something we do. Like we don't launch ads until we pretty much exhaust our waiting lists. Then we have our emails and then phone call. Like we do a
Prior
lot.
year applications.
Prior
Yeah.
Yes.
application. Like there's a lot of little things that you do before you turn the ad faucet back on. So
Okay.
you could do more of that, but I would still
Makes
turn on
sense.
ads. Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Uh,
So I'd love to hear a little bit, Shanta, because it's like
Hmm.
I can definitely hear that you guys have really gone through a lot of our training and
Hmm.
implemented on a lot of the training, which is amazing. But
Yes.
do you want to share a little bit of just like your like some feedback or like your experience going through our training, like the 7-day launch, getting through foundations? Like as you said, you like you kind of you first got on in as like this is going to be a great deal for our office. We don't have to,
Hmm.
you know, we're going to make a lot more money in our business. And then your eyes
Yes.
just kind of like widen and widen. It's like, oh shit, there's
Yes.
like so much more here. Could you
Yes.
kind of share a little bit about, you know, maybe some of the biggest takeaways that you got out of the training or what you really enjoyed the most?
The biggest takeaway I got is basically learning how to properly, I would say, package our offer. Know what you're offering to people,
Yeah.
make sure it's a benefit to others. Um, that was the biggest thing. Because like you said something, it's like if somebody asks you what your offer is, you can't just shoot it out, then you don't have an offer. So, we really paid attention to that and we really got
Yeah.
into that. So yeah, that's a
Did
big thing.
I'm having a little flashback. Were you on one like on a 7-day launch call when we did that last year?
Um, I don't think so. I know I did the 7-day launch. I think I joined after you did the call.
Maybe because I know we always go through that. I'm like I wonder if we had that conversation. But yeah, that is one of the biggest things. So for anyone listening right now, um, figuring out your offer and like even if our existing members are
Hmm.
watching this video right now to hear about Shanta and everything, figuring out your offer is like it's the foundation. It's like the first thing that you have to do is like, what the hell am I selling? Because if you
Yes,
don't know what the hell you're selling, like you said, if someone's asking you what they're buying and you can't articulate it, why the
yes,
hell would they give you money? Like that's
exactly.
insane. But then also when it comes to marketing, right? And you're trying to hit the pain points. If you don't know what you're actually selling, how can you actually intrigue people about what you have to offer them if you don't have full clarity on that, right? So like literally everything just snowballs from dialing in your offer. So I'm
Yes,
so glad you hit on that.
yes, absolutely.
Awesome, awesome, cool. So one other category I always like to ask everyone is support, right? Actually, before we get into support, I have one other question that I want to get to, kind of in tandem with your offer, the marketing strategies. You mentioned
Hmm.
you kind of ran ads. You want to share a little bit, like, have you
Yeah.
guys run ads in the past? Was this kind of a new thing, or have you done it before? And like, how are you guys able to kind of launch your ads and see the results that you did see?
I followed the training that you guys had with Tamar and the on the training portal. But yeah, I've run ads all the time. I believe in Facebook ads a lot. And I also do a lot of organic marketing because I also get on there and I do a lot of influencer videos as well. And I have a huge following, but a lot of my following wasn't just for taxes. So I had to learn how to change that so that they can begin to watch me for that. But yeah, the ads was the biggest motivating factor for that. And then a lot of people that do follow me on social media did join because of my organic post as well. But 90% of the people was from the ad.
Well, you know she's familiar with ads because she used words like retargeting earlier. We don't really talk about
It's
retargeting
true.
too much.
That's true. Yes. 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 Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Well, that's great to hear. So now I'll jump forward into support now because another thing that always comes up and I'm sure as you talk to more and more EROs, you're probably going to hear this more too, right? About support.
Hmm.
It's always a big question that people have, and I'd love to hear your experience with our support, so more like specifically the ticketing platform that we have, right?
Oh,
Where
it's
whenever you have a problem or you have a question, you just go open a ticket.
yes,
How did you like our support system? How do you like working with our team? Give us
I
some
loved it.
feedback on that.
I loved it. It was oh my God, it was awesome. And then the thing is if I put a ticket in and then if I don't respond fast enough, someone will call me. So I loved it. It was great. Unlike before when like I used to do my software under someone else, but I wasn't never a service bureau, but they were a service bureau. And it would take me a couple of days to get a hold of my support person. It was horrible, but the support is great.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
Even
I
with the
can.
software, you guys are helping us. You're like, okay, you try to help us best you can, and then you get a hold of the software company to get with us. And even with the bank products, if we have issues with refund. Like I had an issue with Refund Advantage. Baldy got on that really quickly. It helped. And then, when I was putting my presentation together, Ross, you looked at my video and you told me what to improve on, and I did it. And it just worked. The training, the support is great.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
she just hit on like multiple different aspects of it. Like you,
yeah,
so because people, this is how I'm just bring it up because people say like, oh, who do I call? Like, there's
Yeah.
not one person. Well, maybe me, but you're not. I'm not gonna fucking take it.
yeah,
There's not one person that you can call to get all the things that you just asked, like mentioned, right? In resolve, right? So what she
Yeah.
just said, was to break it down for the people watching, was okay. I had this issue with the bank, and then I got involved, right? I had this thing with my presentation, and Ross responded, right? I had issue
Yes.
with the software, and so got such and such involved, right? People ask like, oh, so who do I like? How come you guys don't have like a phone number to people call? It's for situations like that. You call somebody up, and if all they can say is, okay, cool, let me go find out somebody that can answer the question, it's not efficient. That's why we
Mm-mm.
have the ticketing and the platform. So it's like, hey, the person
Yes.
that can answer that question is going to get it, right?
Right.
So it's interesting because I can attest to you putting in a lot of tickets because I see them come through, and I think I've multiple times I've picked up the phone and just called you on like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, this is the situation, this is what's gonna happen, this is what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And I love
Awesome.
that.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and then it's also like the other thing too that I think is a huge part of what we try to focus on and like how we try to help our members get success is that, as you said as well, it's like it's also, hey, here's my sales presentation. Like, can you guys take a look at this as well? And that that to my knowledge doesn't really exist anywhere else in the industry. And that's what we really
No.
try to be able to provide you, where it's like, hey, we're going to show you all the stuff about being and operating a service bureau, the software side, the tech side, all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, you need to know
Yes.
that, but also how the hell do you go and actually grow this business, right?
Yes.
Like that, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how great you are at navigating the software. Like that's not gonna bring in new customers, right? So that's a huge part that we really try to focus on, and I'm glad you were able to leverage the support for that as well, because that's exactly what it's there for. So awesome. So last question that I have for you here today, Shanta, and then Baldeep will.
She dropped something.
Headphone.
Earbuds
dropped
flew
out.
out.
Okay.
So my last question I have for you here today, and then Baldeep's got a wrap up question for you. But if someone's looking at joining SBA, right, they're looking at becoming a service bureau and they're looking at our program, what kind of words of wisdom would you want to share with them, or what words of advice would you share with someone looking at joining SBA?
Definitely, I would join. Don't even, it's not even a question because I looked at you guys 1 year. I would have been way richer if I'd have did it the first time I looked at you guys. So
Not the first time we've heard that, by the way.
so definitely don't take any thought. If you can afford it, do it. It's definitely worth it. And get into the training. Do that 7-day launch right away. It's going to get you fired up. And if you ever can attend any of the conventions, don't think twice, do that as well. It's just going to give you more momentum to go back and just get things rolling. But definitely don't hesitate getting started with that the 7-day launch, because that brought in a lot of leads for me. That one, I think it was one video, one post
the
that
fast
was
actions,
recommended.
fast
Fast
action
action
strategy.
strategy.
The OG.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I still do it today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's for. That's exactly what it's for.
Yes, I love that. So yeah. And I like the way you guys help us make it simple when it comes to posting and using social media and things like that. If you don't really have to think, if you're not good at that, the things that you guys tell us to post and the things that you recommend that's been working for you, you give it to us and we do it and it works.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
Awesome. All right, one last thing. One last thing for the millions of people watching, and
Yes.
they're watching this and they're like, oh, okay, I need to learn how to do taxes better. I need Shanta to help me. How did they get in touch with you?
And they get in touch with me on Facebook for sure. I'm there. On Instagram, Shanta Huey. Instagram is going to be my name as well, and TikTok. That's the easiest way to get hold of.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for being here and have a great rest of your day.
Okay, thank you. Bye.